What's up everyone, I'm Joshua Thomas and it's time for February 2017's edition of Kickstarter Monthly. This is my little news program in which we talk about what's going on in Kickstarter and we give our Kickstarter Game of the Month. Well, it just so happens in February that we kind of don't have one. Why? Well, it's because you guys went and kind of did everything for us. You see, our Kickstarter Game of the Month has to meet certain criteria, and one of those criteria is that it hasn't funded yet by the time that we back it and make it our Game of the Month. And so when we looked through the list of games at the beginning of the month that hadn't funded, well, we didn't quite feel that they were up to par. And all the ones that had funded, all the ones that we thought, wow, this would be a good Kickstarter monthly game, well, you guys had already funded them. So, good job, everyone. But nevertheless, we're going to talk about a few games that are on Kickstarter right now. And just looking at the main page, lots of stuff is going on. Lots of games are getting funded just like every month. Strongholds and Followers is a 5th edition supplement, which I think has the most money this month right now at $1.2 million pledged. Then Roxley Games has Dice Throne Season 2. Then there is Aeon's End Legacy, a legacy game for Aeon's End. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, you can get recharge packs for this game at a certain pledge level as well. The Reckoners, which we'll talk about more. Pandorum, all these games looked so great, and you guys thought so too, and they've already reached their funding goal. So there was no point in us making it our Game of the Month. But yes, so many great games, and we're going to start off by talking about this one right here, Xayah, Embers of a Forsaken Star, and Xayah, Missions and Powers. Embers of a Forsaken Star is nothing new, and if you look here, there's only 3 days left. Well, by the time you see this video, it may only be 48 hours or less. But this one also comes with Missions and Powers, which is the new thing this year for Xayah. Embers did amazingly last year on their Kickstarter, and they are re-kickstarting it to print a second run of Embers, and they added in the bonus Missions and Powers as well. So, what comes with those bonus Missions and Powers? Let me scroll down here and give you guys a look. We've got extra powers that are going to go with all the ships that already come in the original game and in the expansion of Embers of a Forsaken Star. And I can't wait to see how those change the game, because one of the best parts of the game is customizing your ship as you upgrade to the next model and the next model with different abilities, and seeing how these different abilities allow you to change the way that you play the game. There's going to be 21 new ship abilities total in the little mini expansion, and then 32 new missions are also added to the game, which consist of all new transport, launder, assist, and boom missions. So what exactly are these new missions? Well, laundering requires you to somehow pass on counterfeit money. Transport requires you to transport certain types of cargo, and well, it's up to you whether you want to just get it to its location or maybe just sell it on the black market. Assist means that you've got to assist another character, and boom means that you're carrying a high explosive and you're trying to get it to its target to blow something up. And there's always the possibility that your ship could blow up in the process. But all this is designed to make Xayah much more player interactive. It already is, but if you're with a bunch of passive players, you guys might kind of kumbaya around the map and not do so much interacting. This is designed to help change that a little bit. And with Embers of a Forsaken Star, it's such an amazing game anyway. But let's move on. You saw this on the main page. It's the Reckoners. I was not sure quite what to think of this game, but then when I read more about it, I thought, wow, this is very interesting. The Reckoners is a game in which you are mere mortals fighting against superhumans. Kind of turns out that in this little universe, all superhumans turn out to be evil. And it's your job to find their weakness and thwart them. So this is a co-op game in which you and your friends are playing as mere mortals with different specialties and abilities, and you're all working together to try and kind of, distract the villains and figure out their weaknesses and then exploit those weaknesses, all so that you can get to the final boss. Was he at Steelheart. Okay, some of these names are a little corny, but Steelheart is the ultimate villain, and if he manages to deal enough damage to New Chicago, then, well, your time is up. So that's that game, and it can be yours for a pledge of $99 or more. Is that it? $69 or more? Okay, $69 or more gets you the base game. So speaking of Aeon's End Legacy, let's see, we can go down here, and I'm pretty sure for $25, yes, it comes with the reset pack. So you get Aeon's End Legacy for $65 or more, and then you can pay another $25 to get the bonus pack. But this is the Legacy version of the game, so many of you have already played the other version, perhaps. And here's a few images of it, coming with a lot of expansions. Let's see, what else do we have on Kickstarter right now? We've got Tales of Resurrection. Once again, this is another game of co-op play. So Tales of Resurrection is a game in which you're trying to rebuild your fallen civilization. You're going to start off by you've got a grid to put your town on, and as the game progresses, your town map is going to get bigger and bigger, and you've got 30 plus building tiles to use to customize your village the way you want. And then you're going to go into arenas or onto battlefields to fight these monsters and prevent them from, well, destroying your new civilization. There are many different pledge levels. In fact, there are some pledge levels and some expansions that allow you to upgrade your cardboard figurines to 3D printed miniatures. So this did catch my eye. It also is a little expensive. There's a good picture of everything in the game, but it did catch my eye, and I think it might be something worth looking at. So that's going to be it for our Kickstarter monthly for February 2017. Hope you enjoyed, and maybe we will have a Kickstarter Game of the Month on Filtered Express next month. Be sure and check out more of our videos at the end of this one. Like and subscribe if you're enjoying the content we're putting out, and feel free to check us out on Facebook and give us a shout out on Twitter. Thanks for watching, everyone. Catch you next time.